Barely. They don't appear to be wearing much in the way of armor, the red bones.
Yep, and that'll be my turn.
Okay, next up is Des.
So it'll be my turn again.
Yes, it will. Keep in mind, Des only has 25 feet of movement.
Does she? Okay. So, 10. Just made it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I'll allow it. Actually, I really shouldn't. You should be next to Lily because the 5 feet starts here.
Oh, does it? Oh.
Yeah, because you're starting inside, so it's 5 feet to get out and then the movement. So technically, she would have ended up there.
Okay. Sadly, I don't think Des has much for for range options.
Like at most, you could do like a hunter's marker or something. She doesn't really have anything in the way of range.
No. Do I really want to waste a hunter's mark because you probably can't get up to the skeletons, and I don't think that robot's going to survive for too long.
Hunter's Mark lasts a while, though.
It's basically a hex.
Yeah.
You can move
Yeah.
It's
around.
actually exactly a hex.
Fair enough. I'll hunter's mark the robot to below me then.
All right. So you have a hunter's mark on him.
Yeah.
And that's
Cast that level
that'll be it for
1.
your turn.
Yeah.
All right, and it is not Serial's turn.
Cool.
As this is all going on, you hear it's like a hunting horn almost in the distance. How far can you move? You can move that far. So let me get back to my layer. And then you don't actually see what the source of it was, however.
Do we know for what direction the hunting horn was coming?
It was coming from the south towards more the front of the castle.
Okay, so down there. Okay.
Yep. All right. And now it's Ariel's turn.
Okay. So I was gonna step out. I'm assuming she'll look fairly annoyed that she has to heal Darwin already.
She does seem fairly annoyed at this fact.
Yes. So she is going to cast Healing Word at level 3 on him.
Okay. And Alto put that in.
Yeah.
Alright. And then she is going to cast Sacred Flame on I guess the one that Shiki did not hit.
Okay.
Because the other one looks like it'll die immediately. Yeah.
Alright.
That damage though.
It has to roll a dex save. We should probably have macro dex saves as well. Or a bunch of saves as well. He will pass his dex save wonderfully.
Well, that was useful.
He kind of just ducks, and the Sacred Flame hits. Just seems to miss him.
All right, that's her turn.
So next up is the Clockwork Abomination.
Yeah, I'm thinking fire and a bow is probably going to be better in cantrips.
Yeah, probably. So this thing, start off with, is going to shimmy, shimmy. Yeah.
Does Sariel have a limited number of arrows?
For the purposes of this, assume no.
Okay.
I put in a number of arrows in an inventory, but for the purposes of this, assume that she doesn't really. It's going to move over here. You can see it's kind of its mouth. A little thing on hinges underneath what its kind of its head is, and a huge gout of flame. I say huge, it's not that huge, but a gout of flame erupts out. I don't have a 20. Oh, wow, that is irritating. Well, I'll just pull out a 15, and that'll be close.
Yeah, he is 10. Yeah, he is 10 years old.
Sorry you picked that up. I didn't expect her to start.
Alright, so it'll catch Lily to say, and since it's actually a 20-foot cone, it'll also catch Ione.
Dex saves?
Fun.
It is a dex save.
Cool.
Okay.
We're all good at these, even though Lily failed her previous one miserably.
We'll pass that one. Des
No!
Killers, and Ione.
I clicked it.
Yep. Does Ione have a evasion?
No.
Not yet.
Yes, she does have evasion.
Yes. Yes.
All
Sorry,
right,
right.
so Des and Ione both fail. Lily passes. It is 21 fire damage on a fail. So Ione takes 10. Lily
5.
takes 10 because resistance, and Des takes 20.
I pass, so 5.
Oh yeah, you take 5. Yeah, that's right, 5.
Okay.
And Des takes 20. 21 actually is what Des takes.
Yes.
And that's pretty much all it can do with its action. Alright, next up is Cassidy's turn. Cassidy at this point will climb out of the back of this as well. She will look up to see what's going on there on the ridge, and she will make a very simple and wise decision on how to handle this.
Turn into a bird.
Wolves.
No, she won't.
Is she a flying wolf?
Okay.
No.
Moving.
Pull down and I'll make my own little orb for it. There, blue orb. Because this is about the size it would be. And I'll move it to the back. But I should call down a moonbeam directly on top of it, on top of them. And do they take damage when it starts? I don't.
On their turn.
On their turn. When the creature enters it for the first time or starts turning. Yeah, okay. And she'll just hold that up there, and she'll then move the rest of her movement to hide up against the wall where they can't really see her too easily. At all, that is. Alright, next up is CR.
Yay, I get to do something.
You got to do something already.
Actually,
I
being
go
that
out
spot's not
here.
bad for healers.
I can see these guys up here. Are they dead or? I just see that. I just see that little.
The moonbeam hasn't killed them yet. They are still alive.
Okay. Just making sure before I actually use my cantrip for once. Gonna use it on the bottom one.
On the bottom one?
Yeah.
Alright, he has to roll a much more difficult dex save. And he
Let's see.
fails it so hard that he takes 7 damage.
I wouldn't say more difficult.
It's
A
plus
lot more
2.
difficult. Yeah. Not
It's
much
a
more
lot
difficult.
harder to pass. It's a lot harder to pass.
10% harder, in fact.
And then she's going to stand in front of Darwin so he doesn't get shot full of arrows again.
Surprise! They've got a sharpshooter.
Everything's got sharpshooter these days.
Why wouldn't you have
understand.
sharpshooter these days?
How tall
Probably
are
up
these
to that
walls?
wall.
These walls are probably 30 feet tall.
That's tall.
I can do it. Oh my god. Okay. So I'm going to have to forsake my flurry today. Fortunately, I'm going to move here. It's 20 foot. I'm back. I unselected my token. Why did I do that?
Where is
Oh.
I clicked it. There it is.
that? Okay, yep. And she's attacking the abomination. Alright. That will hit for 5 bludgeoning damage.
I'm going to move right here.
Okay.
I'm going to use key for a dash action.
Okay.
Dash bonus action.
And as you climb up and you clear the top of it, you are pelted as two arrows come flying at you from further south. On another one of the battlements, you can see in the distance, there's one standing. You can't see it because of the way I have the dynamic lighting. I apologize. I was hoping you wouldn't get on top of it.
Did you expect me not to get on top to go after an archer?
Yes.
Yes.
The first arrow will completely miss. The second one will hit you, though.
No.
Yeah, welcome to hell.
How much damage am I deflecting?
12. 5 piercing, 7 necrotic.
So 5 piercing. Got it.
And 7 necrotic.
Does the necrotic count for this?
Yes, I would say it counts for it, but you pass it easily.
As long as it's
Alright.
coming from the same source, it counts.
It is the same source. The arrows have piercing and necrotic on them.
Yep.
You know what? Yeah. You know what? Up yours. I'm gonna spend a key.
Okay. And what are you throwing it at?
That's just a second key spent this round. I'm gonna throw it back.
You won't be able to clear that distance since he's, if you
You know
see
what?
the arrow, he's that direction and he's that far.
Alright
So,
then.
yeah.
Skeleton number 2, right next to me.
The one to your right?
Yes.
One to my southeast.
Okay. Roll it.
Once I get to my weapons.
Is that a disadvantage?
It would be disadvantage.
Yeah, because you're in
Technically, though,
melee
he would have
range.
fired. Technically, he would have fired when you were here, though.
Oh, so no.
Okay.
I did click it.
The game is a wonderful thing.
I think it's Risu's internet, because no one else has a 6-hour delay between clicks.
Let's see.
It probably is my internet today.
There we go.
The necrotic wouldn't be on there, but I'm guessing if it's on the arrows, it would still be on there.
Give me one second.
Not like it matters. I'm
Yeah, give me 1 second, though. I'm doing something for your benefit. Get rid of that, get rid of that, get rid of that, get rid of this one. You should be able to see him at extreme distance if he's within sight.
He's just outside of our sight.
Yeah. But he came from that direction down there. Alright, so this one, you'll hit in the lower one. That will hit. He has not that much armor on, so he's going to take 7 piercing damage, because that's the primary damage type.
Mm-hmm.
Carry on. Rest of your
Alright.
turn.
I'm going to continue my movement to right here.
Yep.
Punch 1 I haven't hit yet.
So punch the upper one?
Yep.
Okay. Punch, punch. That will miss.
And you know what? I think I have like 15 movement left. Hop down.
Alright. You're using your reaction. You can't use your reaction to slow the fall then.
I can catch myself on
You
side,
can't use
just-
your reaction to slow the fall. You use it to deflect the arrows.
Can I use my movement to grab the edge to keep myself from being targeted?
Roll on athletics.
So much bouncing. Athletics. There it is.
Yep, I know. Alright, yeah, you will be able to grab the edge. You kind of just hang on there at the side.
How smooth are these walls? Like, could Lily climb it, basically?
They are fairly smooth, and
Okay.
Ione just happened to grab a bit of like more weathered stone and hanging on to it. Like I don't want to say for dear life, but she's hanging on to it pretty well. So yeah, next up is Darvin.
All you can see are those skeletons and the exploding thing, so let's kill the exploding thing. Dang, I did it again, I'm sorry.
So the first one will hit, and the second one will also hit for a total of 26 damage. And it's looking like it's having trouble moving a bit at this point. Like some of the gears are catching in it.
And then he's going to notice that nobody's in the thing anymore. And then go in to start trying to pilot it, I guess. Even though he doesn't know how to.
I'd say he could probably watch it a little bit, but he uses action, so he won't be able to do anything this turn. Redbone's turn.
We still have
So-
the wrong instructions written on it.
So first thing is they have to roll a what kind of save is this for Moonbeam? It is a con save. Con save. Okay, first one passes. What is on a pass? half damage. So first one takes only 4 damage, and the second one takes the full 9. And what else is Moonbeam stops? Shape changers can move it. Start with yep. All right. So the wounded skeleton is going to stand up a little bit, and he's going to take aim. Actually, no, he's going to climb up very carefully onto this. He's going to walk close to Ione, and you see him. He kind of put his longbow down, and he pulls out a short sword. He goes to stab right at her hand.
Huh, interesting.
Yep. And he will hit once. Wow, he missed the second time. That's very impressive. He will hit once. You will take 8 piercing damage, 5 necrotic damage, and roll a con save.
8, 5. Well, not like record 13 before I do that.
Yep.
I'm going to be muting here soon. Ah, son of a bitch.
You lose your grip on the wall and you fall, taking
1,000,000.
7 bludgeoning damage. Look at those ones.
You know what? Skeleton's not going to like me very soon.
And that was it for that one's turn. This other one is also going to climb up, so he is out of the moonbeam, and he's going to walk down here along the wall. These two are going to climb up as well, so they have better line of sight. And this
Did
one down
they
here is gonna...
take damage from the moonbeam?
Yes, they both took damage from the moonbeam.
Oh,
If
okay.
this upper one did not pass his save, he would have been down. So that's fun. So then the other one is going to take aim at Shiki, since Shiki is the one with the ranged weapon. He is going to miss both times. The other ones are going to also take aim at Shiki. Wow!
Shiki is a dodging master.
They did not roll higher than a 7. Wow, good job, guys. Oh, that was an amazing job. Lily's turn.
Alright, Lily is going to...
Oh yeah, Ione's also prone.
When the thing exploded, how big of a radius was it?
5-foot movement.
About 10 feet around it.
Uh-huh. So no matter what she does, she's gonna hurt somebody. She doesn't care, she's raging. So, she's gonna... I just remember, she doesn't care. Alright, so she's going to smack a thing. Does that hit?
No, does not hit.
Oh well. And she's gonna smack another thing. That one hits.
That one definitely hit. Takes 16 damage.
Alright, is it still alive?
It's still alive.
Alright, I'm gonna do the stopwatch action surge.
Alright, roll 1d20.
And this is where it ends.
Ooh.
You turned to stone!
Yeah!
Yes!
Woo!
Lily, you are, for the next whole round, petrified.
Awesome.
Oh my god.
Finally,
So
it happened!
Yeah, you will lose your next turn as well, actually. You'll be unpetrified at the end of your next turn.
I don't know
Alright,
what the best
so-
thing to do for this. Oh, that. Petrified.
Yep, that'll work. Alright then, so does Shiki's turn.
Okay. Let me think. That one's really wounded, if I recall. That's the one I was shooting at, correct?
This one, which is next to Ione, is very wounded.
And that one is kind of iffy here and there.
It's bloodied, and the other ones are unharmed.
Okay then. I am going to use a grit point to do a violent shot on the lower one.
Point to do a violent shot on the lower one.
On the lower one, give me a sec.
Yep.
Oh, didn't I? So, attack.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and that is with fire damage, this one.
Yep.
And
You want to know the disappointing thing?
what?
You didn't need the grip point.
So you got it back.
Yeah,
got it
so
back.
you take aim at this one with this violent shot, and you nail it right through the chest. It kind of just falls to pieces, collapsing where it was.
Oh, okay. Then I'm just going to shoot the other one.
Okay?
The reason I used the grip point is because I knew I was going to get a grip point back when I killed the other one.
Yep.
Okay, and on that one, that's like
Uh-oh.
oh no. Give me a sec. Fudge, do I want to try and make this?
Do you?
You know what? I'm going to use my bed roll.
Okay. Roll another gun.
The numbers weren't right.
That will miss, but you do not misfire this time unless 3 misfires.
No. Let me double check.
I don't
Shouldn't
think
it-
it does.
sh- it
but
I thought
shouldn't.
it was
I think
misfire
it is.
4.
It's misfire 2.
Okay.
Misfire 2.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
that's annoying.
you still miss, but you do not misfire this time. Dess's turn.
In all fairness, using a reroll on a misfire is a very good use.
Yeah.
It is a good use of it, admittedly.
Because it's expensive, they do break.
Yep. So, Desse.
This,
Isn't that you?
Yes, it is.
oh, it's me.
Yes, it
Look, it's hard enough remembering who I am. Okay.
Your name is Val.
No, well, it's technically not, but
Your name to us is Val. Get flanking.
okay. I can't get flanking. You're a stone.
Get flanking from the stone.
is. Flank the stone will not give flanking because you would also be considered incapacitated.
Okay, one with the firebrand.
Okay.
That misses.
That'll miss.
Okay, and then she doesn't have the penalty to offhand, does she?
She does not have the penalty to offhand, so you can just roll it again.
Okay.
But she has 2 attacks, so she can flame twice. If she
Okay.
uses her main. That one will hit, dealing. Let's see. So 10 slashing, 3 fire, or 10 slashing, 7 fire, and 3 extra slashing due to wounded, and that is enough to you kind of just. And then you have also the D6 from Hunter's Mark, and that's enough. So as you kind of rend it across the chest, it kind of reels back in Sayara, Desse, and I don't think Lily is actually allowed to roll a dex
I
save.
believe I auto
No,
fail on
you
Petrify.
denied.
I think she auto fails.
Yeah.
Is she resisting cause fire?
I resist because petrified.
Yeah.
Yeah, she resists because of petrified and it rolled shit damage. So dex saves for Sariel and Des, and Lily fails.
Oh my goodness, Sariel. Don't die,
Oh.
Sariel.
That's a better
Nice.
for this.
Nice. All
That
right.
looked
So
like I rolled a deck save there.
Yeah. Yeah.
all right then. So Des will pass. She will take half of 17 damage, which is
9.
yeah, I'll say
8.
9 damage. Lily
Mhm.
will also only take 9 damage because even though she failed, she resists, and Sariel will take the full 17 damage as this
Ouchie.
one explodes as well.
Does Lily unpetrify at the end of her turn or the start of the turn
At the
following
end
that?
of her turn.
Okay.
Don't I have to make. I've got to make
She's
a con.
losing her next turn because the stopwatch backfired.
Yep.
Don't I have
okay.
to make a. Don't I have to make a con check for the Hunter's Mark?
You will have to make a concentration check, yes, because you took damage.
Well, it's con. Is it con save or con
It's a
check?
concentration. It's a
Save.
constitution save.
It's a save.
It's a constitution save. And you pass that effortlessly.
As a bonus action, I can move it, correct?
Yes.
And
You can move it, yes, though you don't really have a lot of ideal targets right now. You could also light up the Sunblade.
oh yeah, you know what? I'll light up the Sunblade.
Yep.
In
All
my-
right.
in my offhand.
And that is the end of Dess's turn. Now then, around the corner, you see what actually sounded that hunting horn. As you see a man riding a... most of you recognize this. It's a nightmare. This man, he's in... What armor is he wearing for my reference?
Is
Oh...
this Ghost Rider?
He is a
Yeah.
ghost knight. He is wearing half plate, and he has in his hand. He has in one hand a very large, wicked-looking lance. In the other hand, he's got his a battle axe, kind of at the ready, though he's not exactly swinging right now. And as the nightmare comes around, it is going to charge this distance towards you. It's actually going to stop right there before it gets that, or stop right there for now. And he is going to try to stab with his lance against
That's
Des.
17.
And the first one will hit.
It
was nice knowing you.
Don't lances get bonuses while charging?
Yes. Well, some.
1 second.
You can use it one-handed, basically.
You can use it one-handed while mounted. So, Des, this will hit, and you will take 12 piercing damage and 6 necrotic.
12 piercing and 6 necrotic. Of course I would. Of course!
And he's going to stab again with the lance. And he will miss this time. And he will stab one more time, and that hurts.
Oh.
15 piercing damage.
Oh boy.
16 necrotic damage.
You down yet?
And then another 8.
Another
She's
eight.
down.
Another
Actually, no, that other 8 is only once per turn. So
15,
you don't take that extra 8. So you take 31.
31. Oh my god. She's on 9 HP, guys.
9 HP?
9
Yes, she
9
is.
HP.
And the Nightmare will use the rest of its movement to kind of turn off to the side after the lance. And coming around behind it, you will see...
Another one.
They're reaching you yet, but you will see a few skeletal war horses. That's as far as they can move, though. Next up is Serial's turn.
Okay. Sariel is going to get behind
Move that
the
one to the back.
thing.
You want to move that to the back?
Yes, please.
Yep.
Alright. And is going to touch Desai. Man, it's a good thing that we brought these people, because
If you didn't bring them, I wouldn't have been riding as hard against you guys. Keep that in mind as well.
because the only people getting hurt are them. Anyways,
That too! That too!
what's the best
It's not
heal
like
spell?
pride. 4 archers fired at Shiki and not a single one could hit her.
Oh really? I wasn't here for that one. I had to pop out.
Alto, what's the best heal spell?
Best heal is Cure Light at a higher level. Or
Okay.
Cure Wounds at higher levels.
So you don't have a 5th level cures or anything like that?
It's a
Cure,
multi-target at that point.
yeah, Mass Cure level 5 Cure Wounds is Mass Cure Wounds. But Cure Wounds just gets 1d8 better per level.
Yep. Alright, so she's going to cast it on Desai, of course, at level 4.
Clockwork Abominations.
And heal herself for 6.
And so that means Des should get 23, if I remember correctly.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
There's a level 4 spell. And she is going to, as a bonus action, I'm just making sure I know. Sorry, I'm just making sure I'm knowing exactly what I'm doing. Cast Spiritual Weapon,
Alright, let me pull one out for you.
and whatever you think she would be using.
I'm not really caring to what she's using because I just made a token. You see it on probably the AoE area, spiritual weapon. I'll just pull it out for you.
Okay.
So it's a mace for all cases. Everyone should have access to it if I didn't fuck up.
And she's going to be putting it right behind the nightmare that just popped
fucked
out.
up. I fucked up. Spiritual weapon. Everyone has access to that. Let me actually link it properly now. Alright. And you were attacking which now?
The nightmare.
Right, the nightmare itself, that'll hit pretty easily. Excuse me, it hit pretty easily, taking 11 force damage. Alright then. Next up, after Sariel, if she's done.
That is her action and bonus. She could move. I'll have her move against the wall here so no archers can target her easily.
Alright, and Cassidy, seeing what's coming up, on her turn, she will use her action to move this 60 feet. And she'll kind of just move it this direction, since it doesn't actually hurt you unless you start your turn in it. And she'll move it all the way over this way. She can do that perfectly fine. And with her bonus action, she will use a healing word, because that would be wise. She'll use it at level 3, and she'll use it on Death.
That's not concentration, right? For me, the sword, mace.
No, the sword.
No,
the spiritual
that
weapon is not
concentration
concentration.
at all. That is.
Okay.
Does Druid doesn't have healing word? I don't. Oh yeah, there it is. At level 3 on Death. So another 14 HP. Not a bad healing word.
Yeah, but remember, it's a third level slot used to do that too.
True.
Not a
True.
cheap feeling word.
All right, and that'll be it for Cassidy because she's going to just kind of stay here. Next up is Sayara's turn.
Really feel like I should do that.
Yeah, probably.
No, I was looking at the spell that I was going to use.
I know
'cause
you were.